And something else. I can't find my tweezers.
Here's my mother and Barry coming back on Narrowboat Eclipse. They've been out there with their friends for the day. I believe his name is Lee as well, but I'm in his phone as Lovely Lee. Just so there's a difference. I'll get you when you crash. Oh, he's deaf. Nicely done. Oh, there's Mum in the window. Their friends are down in their camper van, so they're staying in the caravan park next door. And then they've been out for the day. I believe they've been out for lunch, and now they're coming back. Very good. Their mum and Barry are off for a trip for about a week or so.
Right then, we got rat cam set up again, overlooking that bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this. Is our other security camera, the wireless one. And I think I might have this pointing this way tonight to see if we can get any of the rats going up this tree. It's hard to know where to put that one because it's not really a wildlife cam, but it does trigger, so we'll see what happens. I know quite a lot of people that trigger, don't you, Lee? They're normally on the left hand side by... You look like a gnome.
My ears are cold because it's so bloody windy.
You're so bloody windy. What we got for dinner then, Lee Lawson?
Spice Tailor Southern Pepper chicken curry.
Oh. Lee, you're nervous about your pumps? Not about your sharty type pumps, about the water pump on the boat.
No, I'm more nervous that we're playing gas chicken.
I hope it goes off when you're having a shower.
Yeah, so do I, because you're the one that's getting out of bed to turn it on.
I don't think so.
But you're a gent.
Well, I might be a gent.
Sometimes.
But, oh, yeah. But Lee, we've got a weird water pump's making a different noise, isn't it? It's like it's got a bit of air in it or something.
I don't know.
But we don't know whether to have another one in stock, because that's one of the worst things, isn't it? If your pump stops. You kind of ruined my joke because you should have said you were really worried about your pumps. Right. Well, I've just watched the mighty Villa lose to Liverpool. We expected that, didn't we? So we lost 2-1, but we played okay. But that's not the point. I'm sitting here and I've been watching a bit of GB News. Don't crucify me. If you haven't watched GB News, I would say give it a go. Honest to God, give it a go, especially on a Monday night because it's quite funny. Watch Dan Wootton. I think he's on from 9 till 11. Give it a go, but I digress. I'm watching this at the moment and I'm lost. I haven't done much political stuff on this channel lately, and I'm not really going to do too much political stuff, but I'm furious a little bit because they're all going on about Keir Starmer with Partygate, or Beergate, his one, isn't it? Boris with Partygate. Are you not sick of all this by now? Okay, they both broke the rules. I don't care whether you're left, right, centre, I don't know, up in space, whatever you are. They all broke the rules. But let me just reiterate this. They broke the rules, okay? So they weren't scared, were they? They weren't scared. They weren't scared. Have you got it yet? They're not scared. They weren't scared. Do you understand what I'm saying? They were not scared of the sea. They made all these rules that we're all going to die if we talk or touch each other. But yeah, they partied, had beers together. They weren't scared. Yeah, think about that. Seriously, think about that. And watch GB News. Honestly, give it a go. Seriously, give it a go. Because it's been a bit of a revelation for me, to be fair. And they're actually, you know, I know everyone's going to say they're right wing, but they're not. They seem to be quite middle of the road, I would have thought. They're giving both sides. Like I say, watch it on a Monday night with Dan Wootton, 9 till 11, and you'll see exactly what I mean. Just give it a go. Go on, you know, it's on YouTube and everything. Just search GB News. Give it a go. You know you want to. Bye. Oh, and P.S. The rules are bollocks anyway. Bye.
Well, this isn't the weather I ordered. It's rather nasty, isn't it? Set to be miserable like this all day. Oh, I shouldn't have left my slippers on, but I'm going to go on the grass anyway. Got to recover the security camera and the wildlife camera. I know the security camera didn't catch anything last night because I've already looked at that online on on my computer. So I'm not sure whether we got any rat action or not. Oh, I just dropped half my leg. Bear with me a minute, bye. Yeah, my little tripod thing, half the leg falls off every now and again. Stupid thing. That's what happens when you buy cheap ones instead of the proper GoPro ones. And I'm picking up this one. So yeah, we had a bit of a rude awakening this morning. I didn't go to bed till about 1. And I think it was about 10 to 7 this morning. My alarm in the front of the boat was, it wasn't going off, it was going did. And I thought, ugh. I wasn't quite sure what the noise was to start off with. Then about 10 minutes later, we did it again. And I thought, flipping heck, that must be my alarm. Because it sounds, you know, I kind of know the beep sound it makes. And then it ended up where it's going off every blooming minute. So that made me get out of my pit and go and change the batteries. So yeah, we got one of those ones. I'll show you that in a bit. We got one of those boat alarms. Well, it's not a boat alarm, it's just a general alarm. Because it's battery powered, so it doesn't have to rely on the boat being powered. Because obviously when you're out on the cut, you might actually lose your batteries. You know, if you've, you know what I mean, might run out of batteries, solar might not have worked or something might have happened, and then your boat's not secure because your alarm don't work either. So by having a separate battery one, that was the way to go, and it's been brilliant. We've only had 2 false alarms on it in what, 2 or 3 months, maybe a bit more than that. And I think that was just the sun coming into the cratch. But yeah, if you put your hand in our cratch, that's where one of them is, and there's another one somewhere else. I'm not telling you where that one is. There's one in the cratch, but even if you put your hand through the cratch flap, it will go straight off. It's absolutely amazing. So let's go back in the boat, shall we? Because I'm getting moist, and I don't really want to get moist all on my own. It's more fun getting moist with other people, isn't it? And the hatch is leaking. Not leaking, dripping. It always does that. Oh, I'm very moist. Yeah, so this is the little alarm we got for the cratch. And I say this is just battery powered. And it's blooming loud, you know. It's not a quiet thing. We'll certainly hear it if someone puts their hand through the cratch. So I've tested it loads of times and it's worked every time. So yeah, maybe I should put a link for that below for people who want to. It'd be great for your garage or your boat. They're fairly cheap. I think it was only, I don't know, about 30 quid if that. It might not have even been that. I'll have a look. Bye. Well, there wasn't really that much rat action, I tell you. Have a look. no, we have a bit of a leak in the crotch. Sometimes happens when you jet wash it. I think it opens up the sewing things, whatever they are, the holes. So I've kind of tried to redirect it, so look, if I press that, well, you probably can't see, but it's quite moist in there. But there you go, we'll sort that. Can't do anything about it now because it's wet, so once it's dry we'll sort it. But at least I stopped the dripping because that was getting on my nerves. Bye.
Here, I was mistaken. This Gorilla Pod wasn't a cheap one. It was the proper Gorilla Pod. I said GoPro, but I meant Gorilla Pod. So look, it just shows you. This, you know how much this is? Not the top bit. Basically, the little tripod bit of it. 62 quid, and that's on offer from 89 quid. And it does that. It just falls apart. So I wouldn't be buying another one of them. And these are supposed to be, you know, reputable. I have heard other people saying after a year or so, look, they're just everywhere. It just falls apart. It's less than useless to say bye.
Hector's having some tomato soup with me. I always leave him a couple of spoons left because he likes tomato soup. Well, it's turned out all right now. It's been absolutely horrible all day, and now it's after work. Luckily enough, I think it's about 6 o'clock, just after. We've got a sunny evening, so that must surely mean beer o'clock, so I've had a hard day at work. Bye. I'll tell you what, there's been no fisheries here for a few days, maybe a week or two. Is it closed fishing season, does anyone know? I've just kind of forgotten what the old fisherman season is now. The only reason I ask, so I doubt you'll be able to see this when I turn the camera around, but there's a heron over on the other jetty, because I'm only using a little action cam here, but I'll have a little look. I might just zoom in for you. So yeah, I saw the heron fish and I wondered, well, where's all the fishermen gone? Must be closed season, I say. Bye. Happy Thursdays, everyone! Little update, but before we give you an update, look, Lee's been baking. She's made a soda bread. So that's quite nice. And now, I don't know whether you remember, a couple of weeks ago, it might have been last vlog or the vlog before, I can't remember, but was talking about our dodgy pump, our water pump, the freshwater pump which supplies our taps, was sounding lazy and it was spluttering every now and again. Well, I've just filled up with water because I know it normally Wednesday, Thursday, Friday we start getting low. We kind of lose track of it, to be honest with you. But I decided to let it fill while running all of the taps. So when they all coughed and spluttered a bit. And now we seem to be okay. So have a little listen. So yeah, that sounds a lot better. So hopefully that'll carry on working all right. But the only other thing I can think of is we've got an air leak somewhere and we're getting a bit of air ingress into the system. So hopefully what I've just done, I've kind of half bled the system, like running it and filling it at the same time. So we'll see. Right then, and another thing, you know the everlasting gas bottle? It's still everlasting. We've still got it here, look. This is still the full one here. And our other, oh, please turn the blooming thing on. And the other one is still working, so this one's full, so we've still got a full one. So they normally last about 10 weeks or so, but I reckon this one's lasted 6 years. Hasn't really, I'm joking. Bye. Oh, there's one other thing. I'll let Lee take over this one because we have a car update, her Nissan Cash Cow. So I'll hand you over to Lee. Bye.
Good morning.
You
Afternoon,
just
is it?
lifted your hair.
Oh no, I did.
You did.
Look at the state of it. Well, I have been to Zumba this morning, so but it's so bright as well. I've just rung the garage to see what's going on with my car, and they haven't even started on it. So they're bringing it in, or on the ramp, he said, next week. So then he'll give me an update. So that was it. No update really. Just so I thought I better hoover out this car as we put gas bottles in it, and not that it makes much difference because it's dirty. so there you go. No update. I've got this one for another little, another 3 years. As long as we have the gas bottles going, I think my My car will be in the garage. That's it. Bye.
And one last thing before I go back into the boat. Can you see this great big flower? I don't know what on earth it is, but it looks kind of like the top of a microphone, doesn't it? If I get it at the right angle, it looks like a microphone end. So I'm going to call this flower the purple-headed microphone, I say. Bye. Can you see that? It looks like we've got a little bit of a bow garden going on. Got our own little waterline garden. It looks like watercress or something growing on our boat. And I tell you, it's weird because we've actually been out on it, because that normally clears off when you go out on it. But obviously the front is sitting a bit higher than it did because we only got one gas bottle in there. But now we're full of water, it's come down a bit. Bye. Hey, that's a rather big hose you've got. Lee?
Yes?
Are you excited? You've just been to the manor, haven't you?
Oh.
To pick up a mystery package.
It was hardly a mystery when it says
Yeah, but it's a mystery to the people here.
when it says it on the side.
What on earth could it be? You can probably see the box yourselves. Hector wants to know.
Try not to cut my finger off.
No! She's not very experienced closing a
I don't know
knife.
how to do knives. Oh.
Just leave it out. To be honest with you, Lee, a slightly trained cat could do it.
It's even got a knitting pocket.
Go on then, sit on it.
Oh. There's an offer. Hello, Hector.
So how is it, madam?
That's right. Quite comfy.
It's more comfortable than sitting at the bench all the time, isn't it?
It is.
The naughty bench is good if you want to have a beer and something to eat or whatever, but it's a bit old hard on the old butt, isn't it, Lee?
It is.
Are you going to have a cup of tea out
Support
here
my
now?
back. Yes.
Okay, I'll go and get the tea and put my chair up. Bye.
Goodbye.
There we are then. It's flipping freezing out here, isn't it, Lee?
I know.
I'll tell you, it's windy again.
I was hoping to come out here and do some knitting this afternoon, but it's been too cold.
Well, we're determined to have a drink out here, and it's too early for beer o'clock because the working day hasn't actually finished. So we're having a cup of tea.
Cheers.
This is much better.
Dilly.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a guess what? Go on, have a guess. We've got spag bowl for dinner. I don't like spag bowl. I like kebabs. Mince and a bit of spaghetti doesn't constitute a dinner. If I cover it in shitloads of Worcestershire sauce, it's tolerable. Lee's gone to Karumba or piloting or something. And that's it really. Spag bowl. Seriously. Bye. And something else. I can't find my tweezers. And I need tweezers to get the SD card out of this camera that I'm using here. So I don't know where they've gone. I bet that bloody Lee's nicked them, because she does every now and again, you know. She'll deny it, but I bet she has. It's all too much. Don't know, I'm going to get my SD card out now. Bye.
Lee,
Yes.
what you knitting?
A cardigan?
Who's it for?
I don't know.
Huh.
A baby that's due at the end of the month.
Huh. Lee,
Yes.
you'll leave me again at the weekend, aren't you?
Yes.
Why are you sounding like that? But you are.
I know, but you're sounding accusingly. Like I leave you all the time.
Well, you do. Everyone watching YouTube knows you do.
But you could come, well, not you couldn't come with me this weekend, but you could come with me sometimes, but you choose not to.
No, I can't be coping with it. It's all too much. Lee, it's weird. You're going to Brighton, aren't you?
I am.
My brother's going to Brighton that weekend, so I do wonder if he's your stripper for that night.
Oh, God, no. Please no.
That's really not very nice. He's quite a fit fella. He might be hung like a horse.
Oh, stop it. Your mother watches this.
I know. Well, yeah, she does, I guess.
What's he going there for them?
A stag do. No, he's going to a music festival.
All right.
So he says, but I think he's got he's moonlighting as a stripper.
Well, we're not going to a strip thingy. We're doing karaoke and having a dinner, so it's going to be very sensible. So,
So do you think it's about time to get up then, Hector? It is nearly midday, you know. You've been lying in your pit. I'll tell you, or in our pit. Yeah, come on, let's get up. We're going to get up then? Come on in. Come on in. Or do you just want to fight? You want to fight? You want to fight? Fight. Come on, let's get up. Yeah, bark away, you gobshite. Bye.
Well, happy Friday the 13th. Have to be careful today because Freddy might get ya. I tell ya, watch out for when it gets dark. I don't know, any of you superstitious? I'm not really. But I did notice I was cleaning out all my emails yesterday, and I found out I got an old email from RCB Logic, and this was the day last year that I ordered my Blackmagic cinema camera. And now there was a 2-month waiting list for them because they had to be made and shipped in from the USA because it's a niche product. It's not mass produced like Canon and Nikon cameras and Sony cameras and stuff like that. So yeah, so I had to kind of wait my turn. But yeah, it kind of got me to thinking that I haven't really used it as much as I wanted to use it. I mean, mostly down due to circumstances really, because my intention was to go out in the car every day, or you know, maybe a couple of times a week, and do some stock video for Adobe, which I do stuff for Adobe, the people that make Photoshop and Premiere and all that lot. But it just never happened. The lockdowns and all the other nonsense was going out, expensive having the back deck done, and now more recently having to wait for Lee's car to be done before we can commit to fixing mine, because like I say, mine needs a new clutch. That's another £700 or £800. I daren't drive it as it is at the moment really. I mean, I probably could, but I daren't. And my licence has bloody run out, as I told you a couple of vlogs ago, so I still haven't sorted that. So yeah, so I kind of feel almost like I'm perpetually locked down. I had a bit of a wobble last night and got a bit irritated. It was those kind of thoughts that were coming into my head. I thought, bloody hell, am I ever going to get out of this place? And I don't really talk to many people here. Like Lee was saying about her going off to Brighton, which is fantastic. I love it that Lee does her own thing. Don't get me wrong, one little bit. She goes off, she does all her Pilates, and I wouldn't do any of that anyway, the exercise shit. I'll drink. That's more than enough exercise, isn't it? But yeah, I mean, she goes off, takes people out to lunch, or goes out to lunch with people. I don't do any of that sort of thing because I'm stranded here. And it just kind of got to me a little bit yesterday. So I think as Lee's away this weekend, I'm going to try and have a creative weekend. I need to do something creative, I think. Well, I know I do. I need to get me creative juices flowing. So I'm going to get the Blackmagic cinema camera out, so weather permitting, and I'm going to do a bit of fiddling. I'm going to do some more new stuff with the DaVinci Resolve and some editing and some effects and stuff. Just learn a bit and try and be, I'll say, keep my mind occupied a little bit and be a bit creative. So this morning I've been making some LUTs. I'll have to show you one day what LUTs are. I can give you a little clue now. Imagine, right at the moment we just got a normal, what comes out of the camera. Now I'm only doing this with my Insta360 with a 4K mod on it. But if I was doing a documentary, then you wouldn't want this look. You'd want it to be more, you know, especially if it was a hard-hitting documentary, a gritty one, you know. It's like,
did you know that in the year 2022, the world came to an end?
And I see you, so that's the kind of look I'd go for, that with all that grainy look and all that sort of stuff. So I'm going to do a bit more creative shit like that this weekend. I might try and write a couple of scripts for some short movies I've got in my head. It's almost like, because I'm not doing the songwriting anymore, I need something else to do. So yeah, I just thought I'd have a little chat to camera and let you know how I am, I guess, how my mindset is at the moment, because I always see Mr. Happy Paul, don't I? It's not always the case, you know. There's that 10% every now and again, 10% of the time that people don't see when things don't feel right. And I'm sure there's loads of you that are exactly the same. It's a side of you don't really like to show people because you just bring them down too. I like to make people happy and messing around. But like I say, sometimes it just gets to you. Anyway, I think that's it for now, and I'll speak to you in a bit. Bye. Oh, and just before I go, I still haven't found me bloody tweezers. I'm fuming, I tell you, fuming. It's all too much. I haven't got long enough fingernails to get the SD card out of this. I'm having to do it with a bloody knife. Bye.
I do like it when the lawnmower has just been. It's lovely out here now. It's done a good job this time, to be fair. So it's the end of the working day, end of the working week. It's been a bit quiet for me the last couple of days. I think that's when that's my worst enemy, is when I get bored. And then maybe that's why I've had a little bit of a down. I'm all right now. And as it is the end of the working week, it's dilly o'clock. And I tell you what, it's an important day today, certainly this evening. Luton are in the playoffs, as you heard me say in the last vlog, because I got quite excited. But yeah, we've got Huddersfield tonight at home. Oh, it's very windy out here. That's the first leg, so we need to beat them tonight, and then we'll go to their place. And if we win on aggregate, then we get into the final of the playoffs. And then if we win the final of the playoffs, we get into the Premiership. Can't see that happening really, but hey, it's been a brilliant season, so I'm happy about that. So yeah, I think that's about it for now. Dilly. Lovely evening, but windy. Bye.
Have a guess what? I'm really happy. Have a guess why? Come on, have a guess. I found me tweezers. It's all too much. And I accused Lee, but it was me. I put them in my iPod stand for some reason, on my iPad standy thing. I was just getting my iPad ready to watch Luton play in Huddersfield a little bit later, and these were in the lip of it. And then I remembered I did it. Sorry, Lee. But I got me tweezers! I'm so happy I could shit. Bye.
So we got ourselves ready, or I've got myself ready, got the iPad sorted. We've got Chinese. And Lee's home.
What's the items on the bottom of the list?
I found me tweezers, Lee.
Ah, did you?
Yep.
Where were they?
You stole them.
No, I didn't. I knew I'd get accused.
Mm.
You planted them if they were anywhere in my area.
No, that was in my iPad stand.
Apology accepted.
So in an hour and a half, well, 2 hours, I'm either going to be really happy or rather distressed.
Rather distressed.
So we'll see what happens.
Come on,
Bye. Come on, you hatters.
Come on, you hatters.
Well, it was a draw. So it's Luton 1, Huddersfield 1, so it's all to play for. I kind of thought a draw here and then probably lose away, but we'll see. And that's the end of the vlog, everyone. Isn't it, Lee?
It is. I'm tired. Sorry.
Sorry, are we keeping you up,
Friday
darling?
night, yes, I'm tired.
Anyway, have a fabulous weekend, lovely week and all that load of nonsense, and we'll see you when we do.
And on.
Say bye.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you too. Say bye, Hector. Hector's just chilling.
Say bye. Bye.